I think one of the things that we don't talk a lot about is that for many people, weight and weight management and weight loss is usually a pretty emotion-laden thing. We talk about people's relationship with food because I think for many of us, there's a pretty strong connection with our, how we feel about food. It's not just, whether I'm getting my macros to make sure I fill the tank properly, but it's, food makes me feel good, and there are associations from our childhood. I think that many of us find food to be comforting. There are a lot of anecdotes about people who've had sort of unexpected or odd things happen in their childhoods that have really shaped how they interact with food. And so going about weight loss and thinking about, kind of the work that they're needing to do to lose weight, having weight come off differently using a drug, there's a lot of emotion that's tied in with that. And certainly we talk about that in visits when I'm initiating medications, when we're talking through the options with folks. I think my health coaches are very good at making sure they're kind of helping people think about what's happening, but also how they feel about what's happening and how that colors the choices they're making. There was a wonderful economist who won the Nobel Prize for some work in this area. He wrote a book called Thinking Fast and Slow. His name was Daniel Kahneman. And he talked a lot about the idea that we think about our decisions, which is typically a relatively slow process. But when we come to the point of making a decision, it's a very quick decision, and it's all about feeling. And so if we don't deal with the emotion involved in anything we do, but particularly in weight loss, we usually can't really get to the heart of how we're making that decision, like whether we're going to eat the piece of pie or eat the salad, or whether we're going to go out and exercise even though it's 100 degrees out. So I do think it's actually really important to address the emotional component of really any of the stuff we do in healthcare, but particularly around weight and weight management.